the American friend I told you of, Chris Witherspoon.
She's got a friend from Russia?
Pen pal.
Valerie's a piano player.
Concert pianist.
Can you explain to me why a photographer hired less than a month ago is making almost twice what I make?
My roommate helped me to get away tonight.
Get away?
Madame Zelnikova doesn't know I'm here.
I came here hoping that you would help me, but I can see that I'm going to have to resort to stronger measures.
You say you don't like your job?
I'm saying quit my job.
I'm not supposed to see you.
I'm not supposed to see you either, but I'm here, aren't I?
When Monica told Harvey she was leaving him for an older man. But then I couldn't believe she went back to him. Monica didn't have any choice. He had a nervous breakdown because of her.
You're not talking about a third grader, right?
No, The Loves of Monica Farley. We stopped at Bertha's on the way home to watch it.
And that stupid soap opera. Monica Farley always looks like she just found a bug in her underwear.
She's a very successful prosecuting attorney.
All right, Grandpa, if the library calls, tell them to hold the book that I requested and that I'll pick it up tomorrow, okay?
Okay.
Let's see, if Andrea Smith comes by, that's because she's picking up my biology note that she borrowed.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Chris,
Yeah?
watch the keys.
Grandpa, I'm so sorry. I don't know where my head is.
Now slow down, honey. Take a little time. Smell the roses. Then what's in the package?
It's a present for Valerie. It's a friendship bracelet with my name on one side and hers on the other.
Well, I hope we get to meet this Valerie before she goes back to Russia.
Well, I'll tell her that. Bye, Grandpa.
Goodbye,
I
honey.
love you.
Be careful.
Bye.
Back to Russia?
Russia.
She's got a friend from Russia?
Pen pal.
You're kidding.
Yeah, they're getting to meet each other today for the first time. Valerie's a piano player.
Concert pianist.
Same thing. Well, she's out here for a contest at the university.
Competition.
Fine, tell her your way.
Yes, Mother. She is a very nice girl. No, Mother, it is not her big front teeth, Mother. I just don't want to go out to dinner with her. Yes, sir. Yes, I'll get back to you on it. Okay.
Mr. Towers.
Make it quick, Jesse. I got a full agenda today.
This check just came from the payroll department.
Well, if you're having trouble with your withholding, just talk it over with Mrs. Bortman.
It's bad enough that I have to deal with inadequate budgets, with outmoded equipment, and with unrealistic deadlines. But this is the final insult.
Well, Jesse, now this check seems more than reasonable to me.
You're right. It's more than reasonable. It's also made out to Frank Bagshaw. Now, can you explain to me why a photographer hired less than a month ago is making almost twice what I make?
Now, wait a minute, Jesse. Now, Frank is a very good photographer. I mean, 15 years at the Paris Post.
The Paris, Arkansas Post. It's a weekly.
Yeah, and battleground experience.
I've seen the pictures. Come on, 3 days on maneuvers with the National Guard.
Yes, and he has a household to support. And you live with your father-in-law.
And maybe I wouldn't have to if you would pay me what I'm worth.
Jesse, I've been looking for you. We need a photographer, quick.
Not right now. I'm in the middle of something.
I'm sorry, but you're it for now. Towers, if Bagshaw shows up drunk one more time, I'm going to fire him. I don't care if he is your cousin.
Now,
Your cousin?
Now, don't jump to any
Come on,
conclusions.
Your cousin? I'll be back. I'll be back.
Bernoff? Excuse me. Do you know Valerie Baranoff?
Who are you?
Oh, I'm Chris Witherspoon. Valerie and I are friends.
You can't be Chris. He is a boy. We are pen pals.
You're not Valerie.
Yes. This is the American friend I told you of, Chris Witherspoon. My teacher, Olga Zelnikova.
Hello. Valerie said you were a boy.
Can you imagine? She thought I was a girl.
Well, we need to talk about your performance. Forgive me, we have so much work to do, but you get acquainted now, and I will meet you back at dormitory.
Really embarrassed.
I never said I was a girl.
Valerie's a girl's name.
In my country, Chris is a boy's name.
I sent you a picture of me.
A photograph I would have remembered. It must have been lost.
All you ever wrote about was music, practice competitions. You never once mentioned boy stuff, cars or sports.
How about you? Model planes, spaceships.
I'm sorry I took so much of your time. Here, this is for you.
Hello, family. Hi, Mom.
Well, look at you. You look like you've been down in the mines.
Oh, my. I was shooting the fire over the warehouse on Bryan Road. By the time I got there, the fire was in full blaze. Chief Collins let me put on the uniform and got closer to the flames.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And young miss, Valerie. Did she play for you?
Valerie's not a her. Valerie's a him.
Gosh, you serious?
You've been riding back and forth for over a year. You didn't know it was a him?
Grandpa never came up. The thing is, I feel really stupid. I mean, you write things to a girl you would never write to a boy.
I'll bet you do.
Well, Mom, it's for you.
Me?
Mm-hmm. Boyfriend.
A boyfriend? Oh, boy, I can't wait. Hello. Oh, hi, Mr. Towers. Well, I'm glad you like them. I thought they were pretty good, too. Yeah, they are good shots. Those are mighty kind words. I would also appreciate, in addition to those words, I would appreciate my raise. I'd like to be paid what I'm worth. Mm-hmm. We will, yes, we will. All right. Good night. Well, this is not going very well. Don't think I'm going to get that raise.
Mom, if I was you, I'd just quit.
Can't quit, honey. I can't afford to.
Well, in the meantime, while you still have this job, why don't you start looking for another one?
Maybe if I'd shot that from a lower angle, it might have been special.
What do you want to be, a photographer or a critic?
Maybe I'll put it in. Yeah. As long as you like it. I wish that you were doing the interview.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Oh, well. I'll get it.
I'm looking for Chris Witherspoon.
Oh, come on in.
Thank you.
I'll bet you're Valerie, huh?
Yes.
Chrissy, you have a gentleman caller. I'm Chris's mom. I'm Jessie.
How do you do?
And this is her grandpa. This is Gus Witherspoon.
How do you do?
Fine,
Nice
thank
to
you.
meet you.
I didn't hear a car. How'd you get here?
I hitchhooked.
That's not very safe. Chris? Here you go.
You.
I wasn't sure I could find your house. My roommate helped me to get away tonight.
Get away?
Madame Zelnikova doesn't know I'm here. For her, this trip is all business. Music, practice, nothing but the competition. I wanted to thank you.
Mom, Grandpa? Be outside.
Here, I want to read you something. Dear Valerie, it's midnight as I write this. I've been working on a term paper for modern history and still have to finish it. My subject is the space race. And as I go over my notes, I think about you. The trouble between our countries started before we were born and may not end in our lifetimes. Meanwhile, I'm glad that I have your friendship to remind me that we are more alike than we are different. Love, Chris.
I guess that could have been written by a boy as well as a girl.
P.S. Wouldn't you know it, big date this weekend, and I'm getting a zit. I could not find zit in my dictionary.
It's not important.
You're very beautiful.
If I'd known that you were a boy, I couldn't have written so personally. All my feelings.
It just makes it easier. We know everything about each other.
How would you like to go to a pep rally?
Excuse me?
It's where the school gets ready for a big important game. Everyone cheers and yells. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's very American. Tomorrow night?
Madame Zelnikova, Yes, I accept.
You're watching Odyssey, exploring life's journey.
Your television works fast. We've already missed the first 3 minutes. Don't worry, it usually does. Good, I want to see what happens.
No, you don't. Not today.
Mom, we have to find out if Derek's really in love with Monica. Or if he's just after her money. He's the first man in years who's made her tingle inside. She fainted when he kissed her. And Bertha started to cry. I did not. Then why were you wiping your eyes? They itched. I don't cry about stuff like that. Like some people I know. Well, anyway, Mom, we have to find out what happens. We have to find out about Monica Farley.
Molly, I've had my fill of soap operas, and so have you. Now, why don't you girls go outdoors and play, or go do your homework, or, I know, why don't you read a book?
You're serious?
I am serious. I would like you to grow up knowing there is more to life than just a soap opera.
You already know that, Molly. I know, but it won't do any good. Mom likes to win arguments almost as much as Grandpa.
I got it. Mr. Flynn just called. I got the job.
I knew you could do that. Congratulations.
Thanks. I got to cover a meet of some sort, but first, a word with Mr. Towers.
Well, now.
Excuse me, can you help me? I'm looking for Valery Baranov.
I think we can. I'm Gus Witherspoon. It's my daughter-in-law, Jessie.
Hi.
And you are?
I am Olga Zelnikova, his teacher. Valery is supposed to be practicing today, but he has left campus, and I was told that he is involved with an American girl, your daughter.
Valerie and Chris went to the mall. I don't know if you call that being involved.
Valery is here for one reason only, piano competition.
Oh, I know, we know that, but I thought it's his first time in America. Doesn't he get one day off?
Mrs. Witherspoon, Valery is in danger of losing biggest opportunity of his life. I have worked with him for 7 years, and I do not want him to be distracted now. I came here hoping that you would help me. I'm sorry, but I can see that I'm going to have to resort to stronger measures.
What do you suppose she means by that?
It beats me.
Mr. Towers.
Oh. Jesse, what are you doing here?
I'll come right to the point. Here's a solar calculator you gave me last Christmas. It never did work very well.
Well, that's a good calculator. Nobody else ever complained about it.
Here's my press pass, my parking pass, my beeper, and my keys. I am tired of having to scrounge around for equipment. I'm tired of having you tell me I do great photographs and not being given credit for it. And I'm tired of being unpaid.
Are you saying you don't like your job?
I'm saying I quit my job.
No, wait, no, you're not serious. Now, Jesse, don't forget who gave you your start in this town. I mean, is this the appreciation I get? Jesse!
Try this one.
What?
The rowing machine. Come on, get on.
What, here?
Yeah, sit down.
You sure?
So, just do it. Okay, put your feet in there. Fast.
Here like this?
Uh-huh. Take that.
Uh-huh.
Now you slide back and forth.
This way?
Uh-huh.
This?
All right. Not quite like that, no.
Okay.
Back straight.
Okay.
Use
Like
your
this?
legs. Yeah, go slow.
Okay.
That's it. Now you got it.
Look at that. I thought all California girls were blonde.
Why, are you disappointed?
No.
What do Russian girls look like?
I only know the girls in my school. Very pale, very serious. Work all the time, go to concerts, practice, study. Like me.
How did you manage to get away from Madame Zenokova today?
I told her I wanted to work on exercises. And I didn't lie. Rowing is good exercise.
All right, come on.
You have one of these?
No.
Every future astronaut should have a telescope. Oh, very small to want to go so far out into space.
Sometimes I get discouraged. Like it's never going to happen for me, like it's just a dream.
That is where it all begins, with dreams.
Jessie.
Oh, hi there. Hi.
This is Jessie Witherspoon. We're going to be working together. She's been assigned to the Tribune's food section, and I am so pleased. Oh, Mr. Banfield did his best, but it takes a woman to appreciate the way food ought to look. Oh, this is such a splendid idea. The whole home ec department tackling the age-old problem of the perfect Jell-O salad.
Mom!
Hi, honey.
What are you doing here?
Oh, You don't want to know.
Jesse.
Oh, there's more? Oh.
Piano is in excellent tune.
Well, we keep it that way. But it hasn't sounded like that in years.
Where did you learn to play?
My grandmother was my first piano teacher. I would go to her house after school and practice till she had to send me home. And when I was 10, she took me to Moscow to audition for the famous Zelnikova. I've lived in the conservatory ever since. It's been a long time since I've been with family like this.
Well, I'm afraid the famous Zelnikova is on to you. She came by here earlier. Really read us the riot act. Kind of had fire in her eye. What's the worst thing she can do to you?
She could expel me. She could withdraw me from the competition. I'd better go talk to her.
You go with him. Take the car. And let me know if there's anything I can do for you.
Okay, thanks, Grandpa. Bye.
Wait a minute, dear.
Good luck.
Don't worry. It's time Madame Zelnikova learns Olga. I am no longer a little boy. Anyway, whatever happens, it was worth it. I love you, Chris. I'll call you.
Drive on. I want to show you something. Maybe you're not aware of hard work and dedication it takes to play a fine instrument like this.
Of course I am. I'm not exactly stupid.
Hours and hours of practice, study, concentration. For Valery, years of hard work, many more to come. I don't play as well as I used to. But in my day, I was considered a fine pianist. I was on my way to a career that might have been... Anyway, I became a good teacher. And in all those years, I have only found one student, one, who might become great.
Valery.
He is enormous talent, but he is young. He needs firmness, discipline. And I won't let anything or anyone get in his way.
I care about Valery very much. I wouldn't do anything to hurt him.
Not deliberately, I'm sure. Please. I understand that you want to become an astronaut. Think, what if it were eve of your very first space mission and something or somebody was trying to distract you? Would you be willing to risk your goal for it?
I never thought of it that way.
In a few days, Valery will be going back to Russia. you will not be seeing each other again. Would it be such sacrifice to tell him goodbye now and let him concentrate on his music? My dear, you do not want to cost him this opportunity.
I won't see him again. I won't talk to him. But you will have to say goodbye because I can't.
Anybody want any more of this pot roast?
Not me.
No, thanks.
I'm still sick from all that Jell-O I ate.
You? Well, I guess the sooner this meal's over, the better.
I'm sorry. I don't want to bring everybody down. I just can't believe that I didn't ask Mr. Flynn what that job entailed.
Well, you probably figured he still wanted you to cover the police calls and the city council meetings.
You know that Winifred Salt considers my presence in her food section an answer to her prayers? I mean, she'll never let me move out of that section.
At least you're making more money.
And if it weren't for that and the fact that I had burned my bridges, I would beg Mr. Towers for that job back.
Excuse me?
Hello? Yeah, hi, Valerie. Hang on a sec. This is Valerie.
I can't talk to him right now. Chris, this is not fair to any of us. Hello? Valerie, she's not going to talk to you. Good night.
What is the matter with you this morning? That is the third time you missed the arpeggio. Shall we go home on next plane? Is that what you want? All these years, we've worked together and you have trusted me. You must trust me now. Believe me, I know how hard it is. Your heart is broken. But use it. Put it into your music.
I didn't even get to say goodbye.
We all make sacrifices to get what we want. You have to be strong now, for there will be other sacrifices later, maybe harder ones. Now, go over the movement again. And this time, concentrate.
me in. Chris?
It's no use, Valerie. She won't come out.
Let me in.
I can't. She'll kill me.
Let me in.
There was one door you forgot to lock. By the little porch.
Don't you understand? I'm not supposed to see you.
I'm not supposed to see you either, but I'm here, aren't I?
I don't know why you can't tell me. I can't tell anybody. Can you give me a hint? Only a little one. Something very, very romantic. Can we play 20 questions? Well, not now. Here comes Grandpa. Are you going to tell him? No. He'd have to torture me first.
Hi, kid.
Hi.
Just in time. Give me a hand here, will you?
Mine's a secret. She won't tell me.
Classified information, huh?
Just don't ask me where Chris has gone. The secret must be about Chris and Valerie.
Well, I hope they got together.
They eloped.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, see, she broke into the house, and Chris was crying, and he was hugging her, and she got her purse and some stuff, and they ran off, and they made me swear not to tell anyone he was here. Wow.
Well, come on. Let's get these groceries in, because when they get back from eloping, they'll be hungry.
Good idea.
Any word?
Not yet.
I never did trust that kid from the start. He's also a musician. Musicians are all crazy. You know that, don't you?
She loves him, and he loves her.
Molly, you should have stopped him.
Don't you have some homework? Now go on upstairs and do it, and we'll call you if anything at all happens, okay?
I would have liked to see you try to stop him.
Well, how am I going to explain a Russian brother-in-law? Yeah, come on in.
We need to talk.
Yeah, what about?
Chris and Valerie. I'm worried.
Let Mom do the worrying. That's what she's there for.
What if they decide to get married? Will Chris have to go to Russia?
Molly, Chris and Valerie aren't going to get married.
What if they do? What happens then?
Guess you get your own room.
Never thought about that.
Yeah, just think about all that extra closet space.
True.
You won't have to wait for Chris to get out of the bathroom in the morning.
She does take forever.
Yeah. And she won't be taking an allowance, so that means more for us.
I knew talking to you would help. I still don't want her to get married.
Molly, Chris won't be there to hog up the phone.
Let me think about this.
I am looking for Valeri.
He's with Chris. Why don't you come in? We'll wait together. Come on.
Canada. We could go to a little town in Canada.
Canada would be fine. Or North Dakota?
Why North Dakota?
It sounds exciting. Is that where all the Indians are?
Some of them.
Sometimes I wish I'd never seen a piano before.
You don't really mean that.
I have a brother, Leon. He's 10 years older than I. He works in factory, married, has a child. His worries are everyday ones. He's not always striving.
I know what you mean. Sometimes I wish that I could have been just born more simple. Not wanting as much, you know? Maybe just wanting to be a fisherman.
What's up there?
Catalina. It's a little island.
I'd like to see it.
Well, the next time you come out, I'll take you there.
I may never be back. And if I am, it will be completely different. I'll be playing concerts. You'll be flying jet airplanes.
Not think about that right now, okay?
And you'll meet someone. An American flyer. But if we don't make it to Catalina or North Dakota, we will always have this night to remember.
You know you're going to be very famous. I'll buy all your records.
On some very dark night, I will look up into the sky, and I will see a little moving point of light, and I will know you're on your way to the stars.
I'll wait.
Could have prevented this.
Maybe I could have if I'd wanted to.
Valery is like my own son. He was 10 years old when I first saw him play. Such a little boy, but such big talent. Marvelous hands, good ear. But I could see that it was all too easy for him. He needed to stretch himself. He needed discipline.
Don't you think a young man needs love, too?
Love. Love can ruin a career. I know. I had that choice myself once.
Do you want Valerie to have to make it?
What do you mean?
Look, I don't know a lot about music, but I do know about raising children. Discipline is important. You can't stifle them, though. You said Valerie feels like your son. Aren't you afraid if you keep on like this, he'll come to hate you and come to hate his music?
I didn't come here to be lectured.
I'm not Olga. I'm talking about plain, old-fashioned common sense. How many people can play the pieces that Valerie can play?
Maybe thousands.
Then what separates a great pianist from everybody else?
Qualities that are difficult to put into words.
Difficult for you, maybe. I call it heart. And Valerie's never going to have that in his music unless you let him live, unless you let him feel. The technique won't matter anymore. Welcome home. Molly thought you'd eloped. I was beginning to wonder myself.
I'm sorry.
It is my fault.
No. Mom, we just want some time alone together. I didn't think we would be that long. Where's everybody?
Sound asleep by now.
Whole day's practice.
Madame Zelnikova, I am grateful that you are my teacher, but you cannot have all of my life.
We will work twice as hard tomorrow.
David, we're ready to go. I'm coming. Wait a minute. Where's your tie?
Oh, come on, Mom. I don't have to wear a tie, do I?
We're going to a concert. You want to look rad, don't you?
Mom, this is not rad.
A tie. Go on.
Your big sister ready?
She's been ready for an hour. She's in the kitchen calming her nerves with a peanut butter sandwich.
I'll get her out here. I'll back the car out. Well, hello, sir.
Mr. Witherspoon. Jesse, you're just the person I'm looking for.
Mr. Towers, what are you doing here?
Well, I know that you feel terrible about the things you said the other day, so I'm just saving you the trouble of coming around to apologize. I'm offering you your job back.
Take him for all you can. Good day, sir.
There's a bikers convention coming to town, and I need some really good action shots.
Well, I'm not sure you can even afford my price. You know, I'm on the staff of the Tribune now.
Yeah, well, maybe a raise is in order.
And, of course, those supplies and equipment.
Yeah, well, we're thinking about upping the budget in that area anyhow. Okay, something. Yeah.
And then there is the matter of photo credit.
Okay. I don't know what I'm going to say to my cousin Frank, but... Well, Jesse, what is it going to be?
Well, I really appreciate your offer. And I'm going to think about it and tell you tomorrow.
Please make it yes, Jesse. We need you. And I'm going to make sure that you get one of those new calculators.
What's going to happen to Valerie now?
Well, he leaves tomorrow morning for Ohio. Plays a couple cities back east. It's part of a young artist series. Then he goes back home. Has a couple concerts out there. Then school. Kind of miss him.
I know.
Oh. He gave me this
It's the medal he won.
to give to you.
Eat your heart out, Monica Farley.
Grandpa, I don't deserve this.
Sure you do.
Chris. You know you gave him something he'll have forever.
What?
The sweetest memory a person can have. Their very first love.